And Dark Sarah rolling into the chat on a Saturday as well. Good to see you, Dark Sarah. Thanks for joining us on a Saturday. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. And you're catching us as we get into the Solaris DLC proper with our first, hopefully our first mission with Duncan Fisher. But I see that there is some rare equipment available, so I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see what we got here. Because high-level PPCs are always going to be good. Oh. Oh my. Chat, it's Silver Bullet Gauss. I mean, we also gotta buy the ER large short burst laser, of course. But Silver Bullet Gauss. I mean, we got it'd be a little less than 4 million C-bills. I'm gonna buy them all. I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm buying them all. Now let's see if we got some ammo. So we got Pharaoh in the shop. Outstanding. We got AMS ammo, which I'll buy, even though we don't really have a lot of AMS. Oh, look at all this. We got all kinds of stuff. We got double Gauss ammo. We got some gyros. And what is going on with this shop? This is a shop of the ages right here. Alright, let's see. Projectile predictive. I mean, I'm gonna buy most FCSs. Because FCSs can make a huge difference. Energy FCS, absolutely. Bloodsport. So Bloodsport is just an improved version of the melee FCS. We got some more ballistic FCSs. I'm gonna take those. And that's a whole thing. What do you got for mechs? I mean, shit. If you got all that kind of equipment, what kind of mechs they got? Nothing particularly exciting. And here he is, Duncan Fisher himself. Alright, buddy, listen up. The gauntlet match is about to kick off, and I need you to keep your cool. Don't worry, Duncan, we got this. You got this. Don't doubt yourself or your abilities for a second. I usually don't, even when I should. If we fail to win this tournament, we'll be denying Solaris the chance to witness the rise of the next great Mechwarrior, me. You know the fans are itching to live on the edge of their seats and chant Duncan Fisher's name. We gotta give them what they want. Who knows, maybe these teams will just fold at the mere sight of me. Again, the hubris. Ready to lay down and let me sprint back to Solaris, but in case they don't and they actually put up a fight, get ready to bring the heat. I'll be right there with you, soaking up every moment. I mean, sure, I'll fire a few laser blasts too, but now that I see you up close, I kinda get the feeling you won't need much help, so fire away when we hit the arena. I won't feel like you're hogging all the action. My trusty mech's showing its age, not likely to catch its second wind anytime soon. Took a nasty hit last go around, glitched out on me like a stubborn mule. But hey, optimism's the name of the game, right? And with you around to lend a hand, I reckon we'll manage just fine. Let's chalk up that mishap to things I'd rather not repeat column. In my book, ignoring troubles often makes them vanish quicker than the pilot's clothes after an ammo blast. Enough talk. Strap in and let's do this. See, this is how to write. This is how to write. And I understand this is the difference between, you know, a person sending a personal message versus the very clinical and sterilized approach that a lot of the representatives take, but this is how to write. This is decent writing. As opposed to, you know, again, the very clinical nature of the writing in the early parts of the game. Let's see. What do you think, chat? Do we take salvage or do we take C-bills? Actually, why am I even asking? The answer is always salvage.
The nasty weather means your visibility will be limited out there. and have adverse effects on your sensors.
Alright. We can take any mech we want. 100-ton limit, Chad. $100-ton limit, any mech we want. Let's take out 5 PPCs. Let's take out 5 PPCs. See how it does. I got a feeling we're gonna be cooking. But I tried to put Erst in with the Marauder 2 in the beginning, and we did not get the opportunity.
Here we go. The
Weapon groups. Yeah? Alright. We'll do that. And we'll do... So I think we'll do this. That's what we'll do. And then I want to give it this. So we'll have a full alpha spread as well. And Chris also subscribing with Prime. Chris, thank you for the Prime sub, and welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions, where we have only one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it is Ecto Cooler. And again, I appreciate the Prime sub. Thank you so much for choosing to use that here with us. Thank you for supporting me, supporting the channel, and supporting this community. And hopefully you enjoy your stay. Alright, let's get this party started.
The opening phase is a 2v2 gauntlet followed by a team free-for-all match. The final team standing will punch their ticket to the FedCom Unification Tournament on Solaris. Running the gauntlet, we have Jake Mason and Duncan, the disappointing Fisher.
Ouch.
She, got it in for you? Romantic detour gone awry.
Mason and Fisher face a tough test right out of the gate. The
Oh,
Teal
there we go.
Twins have been taking the magistracy of Canopus by storm with their winning ways. They've really been on a tear this recent circuit.
The last time I saw double trouble like this, I had blurred vision thanks to a bottle of Acton gin, coupled with a weekend of self-loathing.
One of the twins has been knocked out of the match. I cannot
Oh, they're
believe
twins.
what I am witnessing here.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Believe it, baby!
They connect with a massive blow. This could really shift the momentum. Oh
How's
my
that for
God,
momentum?
The Teal Twins are eliminated in stunning fashion.
A twin killing!
Somehow, Duncan Fisher's team has made it through the first round. I'm shocked, because Duncan never rises to the occasion.
Man.
Damn, sounds like you really got on her bad side.
Oh shit.
She had the misfortune of meeting my intoxicated alter ego, Drunken Fisher. She wasn't a fan.
Chad, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's talking about Whiskey Dick. That's a real thing, by the way. Don't ask me how I know that.
The match is slowed. You can see the fatigue setting in. It's all about who wants it more now.
Ava, shut up. I didn't realize the mission wasn't over yet. Give me a break. Alright, what do we get? Oh, it's a repair bay. They're giving me a repair bay this early? I mean, I'm not gonna say no to it, unless this is like an ambush. I'm not gonna complain about them giving us a repair bay for the first time, or like, only the second or third time in this entire game.
Looks like these Mechwarriors are fighting underwater now.
Ava, would
Round
you
two is
give it a
about to
rest?
commence. Standing in our challenger's way is the Invictus stable, and they've lived up to their name. Losing a match is a rarity for these Mechwarriors. Jake Mason and Duncan Fisher are gonna be in some serious trouble here.
I
Trouble and I
mean,
are well acquainted. It strikes about as much fear in me as a plumber facing down a blocked toilet.
I'm having second thoughts about accepting this offer, Commander.
Already on my third.
I mean, what you guys? I'm not 100% sure. I don't get it. I don't get it.
One down, one to go. Less counting, more shooting.
Big shot landed. That ammo went up faster than Duncan Fisher's
Man, that alpha
career
strike.
as a Mechwarrior.
4 PPCs.
Team Invictus has been
That is
dispatched as
a
heavy favorite
pretty
in
good
battle
alpha
history.
strike, and the cooling's not too bad.
Sayonara. Another opponent falls to my autocannon. An incredible personality. Don't take this the wrong way, pal, but you're a horrible shot. There isn't a right way to take that.
I appreciate that they're giving me the repair bays,
Got
but
some wins under your belt.
how much trouble did they think I was gonna have giving me a 100-ton limit?
I think you've got your work cut out for you, Commander.
No
And the Haas.
shit.
12 coming in, first time chatter. Yeah, no, you're right. It is surprisingly cool for firing that many PPCs, but we have also upgraded this and put a bunch of double heat sinks in it as well, so we have built it to handle the heat. I just was expecting it to have a little more trouble, I guess.
Fisher are still standing, defying all logic and reason.
Defying logic and reason is kind of my thing.
But the path to victory is about to get even harder. Stepping into the
Oh, hi,
arena
Mark.
is the forgotten foes, and they're gonna make Duncan Fisher remember all the beatings he's taken in his previous matches.
Hurt worse than when she kicked
Oh,
me to
god
the curb.
damn it. What?
All right, let's make it out of here first.
There we go.
Worry about your broken heart.
Oh, don't worry, buddy. You're gonna get yours in just a second. It's been a while since we've seen a Cyclops.
Unbelievably,
And there we go. He's doing a backflip.
the match.
The forgotten foes will never forget this loss, or who defeated them. They strutted in here like they had the match in the bag, but we proved too much. They could not overcome our mech dueling prowess.
Right.
Hey, Duncan, are you calling the match, or is Ava? Why? You think I have a future in it? Maybe after I hang up my neural helmet for the last time. Buddy, you won't have a future at all if you don't shut up and fight.
Don't see many command primary role mechs in this game. That's true. That's true. I mean, then again, I would argue that mech roles in Mechwarrior 5 are kind of pointless. If there's one criticism that I have of Mechwarrior 5, it's that. But that's just by virtue of it being an action game.
Sounds like a very violent
But yeah,
warrior
like mech roles don't really mean anything in this
duo
game.
has a history of savage matches. They've been known to employ some very dirty tactics that have crippled their opponents.
I'll take option B, where that doesn't happen.
I mean, I'm not really worried about dirty tactics. We've literally created parking lots out of orphanages. Also, I have 5 PPCs, so just, for the record, whatever dirty tactics you're gonna try, I hope that you can take a hit from 5 PPCs, because, I mean,
Well, looks like we've really split them up. Till death do us part, my ass.
yeah, that one didn't go so well for him. Oh my goodness. Now that is something I did not expect to see. Yeah. Godzilla the Mech. The Godzilla mech, the Annihilator. I was not expecting that. Hopefully we can salvage that, although to be fair, I just kinda center torsoed it, so that's probably not gonna happen. And XCon Delta Prime subbing as well. Thank you, XCon, for the Prime sub, and welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions, where we have only one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it is Ecto Cooler. So welcome to the stream, and thank you for the support, as always. Oh my god, they're gonna give us the Annihilator. I mean, normally I wouldn't pay money on the salvage screen, but it's an Annihilator. Also, I have no idea why they think that this Vulcan, or any Vulcan for that matter, is worth 12 million C-bills. Like, yeah, it's got endo in it, but... yeah. No, we're taking the Annihilator. Add an endo and up the engine, you have one hell of a mech. Yeah, that's true. The Annihilator can definitely do some work. It's gonna cost us 1.7 million, but I regret nothing. And Icticon says, finally, nice to finally catch one of your streams. Well, if that's the case, then I'm assuming that you're coming over from the YouTube lands, in which case, welcome to the stream. And we're glad to have you, as always. And we're always glad to see folks able to make it over from the YouTube archive to catch us when we're actually here doing things in the real time. So welcome. Wall of Daka. Yeah, the Annihilator is damn good. It is a damn good mech. And I hear it's very good in this game. Also, why the... Somebody downstairs is yelling at somebody else and I don't know why. But let's see. You're tearing up the competition out there. I'm gonna toss some sweet firepower your way that will help you blow the competition right out of the arena. You're welcome. Just keep doing what you're doing, buddy. I knew I found someone almost as awesome as me. My eye for talent is almost as good as my eye for beautiful women. Those other Mechwarriors think they're the bee's knees, strutting around like they own the place. Well, it's time to show them who's boss. Let's keep raining destruction down on them until they're begging for mercy. They won't know what hit them. And he's all bravado. He is all bravado. And hey, once we've mopped the floor with these sorry excuses for pilots, it's time to kick back and relax. Sure, hardcore might not have the glitz and glamour of Solaris, but it's got its own charm. We'll find a decent dive, knock back a few stiff drinks, and pretend like we're living it up in the Valhalla Club. Who knows, maybe this time we won't rack up quite as many unpaid tabs. So let's see, a couple of PPCXs, tier 5. Medium rifled, burst fire, also tier 5. And rapid fire tier 5 autocannons. So these are kind of butt cheeks, but 2 tier 5 PPCXs I will absolutely take. So let's go ahead and we will get the repairs started on the Marauder 2. There's an assault Irby. It's the too fast. I mean, I love the urban mech. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't have an appreciation for the enduring little trash can. But at the same time, the urban mech is not a good mech. It's a meme, but it is not a good mech. It's a challenge mech. An urban mech is essentially the deprived run in Dark Souls. It's intentionally gimping yourself. It's giving yourself a handicap. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, if that's what you're into. But do not worship at the altar of the urban mech. For it is a blind and uncaring god. Oh baby, those chumps bit the dust. You're worth every C-bill, buddy. Some impressive teams are now residents in the loser circle thanks to us. Putting on a show for Ava Masters is just the icing on the cake. But Ava's gonna have to wait, cause Solaris is calling me back and my heart belongs to those famed arenas. And the Valhalla Club. My time on Solaris got cut short before I could become the star I know I am. But eventually, fate stops being a jerk and will let nature take its course. I'm scripting a tale that ends on Solaris and nothing is gonna stand in my way. Except for these final teams in this free-for-all match. Honestly, they should just throw in the towel now and save us all some time. But nope, they're gonna drag us through the motions. So let's not play with our food and vaporize these pretenders, then punch our golden ticket. The Duncan Fisher comeback tour is on. Alright, Duncan. That's another 100-ton limit. We'll take the salvage. And let's see, what do we want to take out this time around? We'll have to rebuild the Annihilator at some point. You know what? We haven't taken out the Corsair yet. I don't know if it's going to be any good. But we haven't taken out this Corsair. I think it's high time that we did. So let's see. We're running Ultra AC-5s and some SRMs, so we need somebody with decent ballistics and missiles. Who do we have? Who do we have? I mean, I guess Sereni is a decent choice. Sereni's a decent choice. Northman, let's see. What's Northman bringing to the table in terms of skills? Northman versus Sereni. Yeah, alright, we can take Northman instead. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Alright, let's make it hot. Hopefully this thing is gonna be okay. I mean, everybody talks up the Corsair, but we've never used it before. We only just recently rebuilt it.
This is a team free.
So let's have a look at the weapon groups here. We'll do this. Actually, we'll do this. There we go.
Match to decide who will
Alright.
take the opening team slot in the upcoming FedCom Unification Tournament.
Go ahead and open the door.
Being held on Solaris on New Year's Eve.
I'll open the door.
The next chapter in my heroic journey back to Solaris.
Thank you. Also, visibility's kind of shit, so let's go Predator Vision.
Where there is a will and sharp wits, there is a way. How have you stayed alive this long?
And Cassidy Umbral says, "What's good, you beautiful commander?" Today, what's good is the arenas. We are doing the Solaris Showdown DLC, and so today, money and mech salvage is what's good.
Exterminators and demon sharks look fierce. There's also the mudslingers to deal with. Mason and Fisher are facing stiff competition.
When we're through with them, they'll all be limp noodles strewn across the arena floor. Hey, head on a swivel. They're closing in from every direction. Whoa, mama, they're swarming up like a pack of piranhas.
Yeah, these Ultra AC-5s are not very good at the low tiers, unfortunately. I would much rather change them out for burst fires or something. Cause these things they just jam constantly.
Direct hit. Their firepower just took a hit.
Come here,
You
you.
gotta be kidding me. The exterminators have been ousted.
Exterminated.
The exterminators entered this qualifying tournament as heavy favorites. Now this competition is wide open.
Hey, good.
We're
Get out of the
headed
way,
for an
you
exciting
doofus.
finish here. You can feel
Oh.
the intensity pulsing through the arena out there. And the intensity is ramping up
There we go, there we go.
On Solaris. Preferably not anyone named Duncan Fisher.
Man, this lady's really got it out for him. I mean, I'm just saying, I've been angry at some people before, but this lady is holding one hell of a grudge.
I can't believe what I'm seeing here. The Spawn Knights are eliminated.
Wait, what? Got mother... This little bastard. Come here, you.
By some crazy turn of events, the Mudslingers have been flung out of the match.
Is that it?
How did this happen? The Demon Sharks are taken out. Unbelievable.
Is that it?
It appears all the sharks were good for were chumming the waters.
I mean, these guys were going for headshots too, so if you're looking at the damage that we took on this one, they were going for the cockpit shots on this. I guess we're activating the repair bay because they're gonna, what, throw another wave at us? Is that what's going on? Yep, it looks like they're gonna throw another wave at us. Alright, let's do it. Kill the meat, save the metal. I disagree. I disagree. I've said many, many times, a mech without a decent pilot is worthless.
Can they rally? They need to battle until the bitter end.
I know that's sacrilege.
Round 2 kicking off, yet another chance for Duncan Fisher and Jake Mason to finally.
Oh my, what are you? You are a charger with a battle axe.
For that or anything.
Get some nerd. Wow, there's a lot of melee weapons on the field. A lot of melee mechs on the field. Come here, you.
It's hard to attain intensity over the course of an entire match. These Mechwarriors are feeling the effects.
Woman, what are you bitching about? I'm out here laying waste to these donkeys, and you're over here complaining.
Oh, and the slashers are
Ew.
This match has really taken some crazy twists and turns. Who did Duncan pay off to win this match, I wonder? Seriously. It's down to the final.
Lady, you have got to give this a rest.
Duncan Fisher is still standing.
You have got a vendetta against this man, and it is not healthy.
Dust settles, we'll say that Duncan Fisher and Jake Mason were like poetry in motion as they scored an incredible victory inside the arena on hardcore.
All right, focus. We actually need to win first.
Did we not? Did we not win? I thought we won. Everybody's dead.
Which I didn't think was possible heading into this thing. Ah, that's a direct hit. The Purple Cobras just went down. It's all
Ate too much
over.
bath salts. Maybe that's what it
Mason
is.
and Duncan
No, because that
Fisher
just
win.
turns you into a
Against
zombie,
all
right?
odds, hopes and my prayers. They've taken the open spot in the upcoming FedCom Unification Tournament being held in Steiner Stadium on Solaris. Hopefully, that's where their dumb luck runs.
Well, see, Arid Legion, you're not entirely wrong. Like, there have been some mechs that have been piloted by many, many great pilots, but you still need those good pilots for those mechs to be effective. Like, at the end of the day, I don't mean, like, I'm not saying that you have to have the same pilot in a mech for it to be good, but without a good pilot, you know, it's like, if you put a rifle in the hands of somebody who's never held a gun before, yeah, it's still technically a deadly weapon, but it's gonna be a much more effective weapon in the hands of somebody that knows how to use it. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got 36 picks. Not enough to get the Marauder 2, even though I headshotted it. And they want 3.5 million. I think we need to get some stuff that we can actually sell this time around. Man, a king crab, too. Good lord, there is so much good salvage in here. So much good salvage in here. Alright, we'll take this king crab. I'm gonna strip some of the equipment out of it and we'll sell it. Ah, but they got some LBX-10s. They got ERPPCs. They're out here tempting me with this stuff. They are tempting me with this stuff. They only got one more pick. What am I gonna use it on? I mean, I guess I'll use it on a small pulse laser. Alright, let's see what we got. Well, slap me with a coolant canister and call it a victory. That was hardcore and intensely satisfying. The pressure of the moment was staring us in the face, and what did we do? Our autocannon said we will not be denied. That's how legends are made. You, my friend, are clutch. No bum moves here. This bodes well for me finally taking Solaris by storm and claiming my rightful place amongst the great Mechwarriors who grace the arenas. When all is said and done, Mech fans will regard me like the legend killer Grey Noten. Justin Allard will be begging me for my autograph and asking me for tips. They might even end up renaming an arena after yours truly. I don't know about all that. But let's not forget you, my trusted companion. It would have been a bit more tricky without you on the team. As a token of my generosity, I'm throwing in a sweet where is he getting all this stuff from? I'm throwing in a sweet bonus to keep you by my side and help me rack up the wins. And once we hit the nearest watering hole in Solaris, the first drink's on me. Then, of course, I'll graciously let you buy me a few rounds. So recharge those systems. I need you in top shape for the tournament. We just have a small pit stop to make. A friend is hooking me up with a souped-up mech that'll allow me to showcase my skills and snag glory in the FedCom Unification Tournament. We're gonna ring in the new year in style. I mean, it's a Highlander vest, though. The rest of the stuff I could care less about, but you're just giving me a Highlander? And we killed 2 Black Knight mechs. Outstanding. Plus we're here where there's a cantina, so I think we go with a Shadowhawk mech, because if we're going to be doing arena stuff, we're probably going to be running into Shadowhawks. How am I doing, King Panzer? I'm doing alright. It's Saturday, and the week is over, and we're here streaming some hot mecha unmech action, so I'm doing alright. I could certainly be doing worse. Hopefully you are doing well on this Saturday, too. Spending all of his winnings on paying me. Maybe. Yeah, that might be what it is. But let's have a look at this vest. Let's have a look at this vest Highlander. What's it got going for it? Aside from the fact that it's just Speedy Boy with a melee weapon. To cold storage with you. This King Crab, let's have a look at the loadout here. Is there even... I mean, we could strip off the Pharaoh. I definitely want the ER large. The rest of this equipment, I don't really care about. Like, a baseline AC-20 is okay, but we can do better than that. Ew, I'll go ahead and pull it out anyway. Might as well. It's not gonna hurt anything. Alright. We'll go ahead and get that started, and then we'll sell it once we're done. Let's see what else we got. We still got the Annihilator. I'm gonna put that in cold storage for now. We'll come back to that. The Corsair did pretty well, but the Ultra AC-5s just do not function as well as I'd like them to, so... Sadly, I think we're gonna have to leave that by the wayside. Loader King will drop in cold storage. And I think we are good to get underway, so let's do it. Congratulations on securing your team's spot in the FedCom Unification Tournament. Your consistent success speaks volumes about your skill and determination. I can only imagine the caliber of competition you faced in the arena. I mean, it was pretty easy so far. And yet you still managed to emerge victorious. As you make your way towards Solaris, I feel it's my duty to shed light on a concerning development unfolding within the shadows of Solaris City. A group of ex-Mechwarriors known as the Inglorious Outcasts has been causing disturbances behind the scenes. These individuals, scarred by the unforgiving brutality of the arena, are now seeking to send a message through violent means. A recent defector from their ranks, often found drowning their sorrows in Solaris' taverns, has provided some intriguing information. Though through careful surveillance and clandestine eavesdropping, my sources have uncovered discussions of a potential attack during the upcoming tournament at Steiner Stadium. It seems that these disgruntled ex-mech warriors, feeling marginalized and excluded, are planning to make a statement by disrupting the event. I will not reveal the identity of my employer on this. The outcasts got wind of who is undermining them, they would face lethal consequences, and so would I, from both sides. They would like to avoid making an enemy of such an unhinged group. Rest assured, I'm actively pursuing further intelligence. As I gather more concrete details, I'll ensure to keep you informed before the tournament commences. Oh boy. Oh boy. Espionage and subterfuge. Oh. More cutscenes.
Pandemonium is raging downtown Solaris City. Moments ago, I caught up with Randall Logan, a member of the Inglorious Outcasts, the group suspected of commandeering the mech and setting it aflame.
For years, the Solaris Games and others like it have offered great wealth and fame to countless victors. But they have also maimed or ended the lives of many others, all to the sound of cheers and applause. We call on those responsible.
Blah, blah, blah. This sounds like boring nonsense. A big old nothing burger with extra cheese. Let's get down to business. Solaris, the holy grail of mech duels. Yours truly finally makes a triumphant return to these legendary arenas. Citizens across Greyland and Equatus and the entire Indosphere will watch as I blow up. Metaphorically, of course. Burning to death is not my idea of a good time. But obliterating other Mechwarriors that are fighting in the Solaris arenas? Haha! Count me in! Buckle up, Solaris! Daddy's home!
Good old Space Vegas. Some things never change, Chad. Some things never change. Oh man. They got a lot of stuff going on in this market. We got ERPPCs available. We got a Tier 5 Assault Battle Axe. We got more Inferno SRMs. I'm definitely gonna buy those. I kind of want to buy the ERPPCs as well. Again, we're just burning money instead of saving it. Because I'm bad with money. What is a pirate engine? Some Gauzaizi thought he cracked how to make a Starly grade engine shielding. If this doesn't blow up your mech when it breaks, it surely will boost the engine. Pushing it to its limits sure is hot though. So wait. More acceleration, more deceleration, more turning. And it reduces weight? Chat, is there a downside? I'm confused. Oh, it's a bomb. Okay, I see. So damage interval, I guess, means you take damage every 1 second. And you're taking between 0.5 and 5 damage every second. So it is literally a time bomb. It's not a matter of if it blows up, but how long it's gonna take. I get it. Alright, alright, I see you. I see you. I don't think I'm gonna use it, but I get it. That's a hell of a thing. Yeah, that's definitely living dangerously. I don't want to live that dangerously. Let's see. We got an awesome 8R, which is not a great version of the awesome. Alright, let's have a look at the mission briefing. It's good to be back. We're in this shit now. Apologies for the crappy meeting spot. My friend is a bit on the paranoid side. Now for a bit of history. These swamplands used to host a massive sewage treatment plant during the Star League era, giving the whole place that distinct aroma of, well, you get the idea. But no time to stop and sniff those stinky roses. And pistol, I see ya. Hydration and gun. The location may not scream luxury, but it's perfect for covert meetings and clandestine dealings. Now, onto the juicy stuff. My contact, a real mover and shaker over at Solaris Arms, has been dishing out the deets on cutting-edge mech R&D. And between you and me, they're at the forefront of mech-ass kickery. Here's the deal. If I'm gonna make a splash in Solaris, I can't rely on my old bucket of bolts. I need the latest and greatest, and Solaris Arms has the big guns. So let's get those engines humming, hit the road, and kick this into high gear. We've got a few drinks waiting for us before the tournament kicks off, and you know I can't pass up a good celebration. Or any reason to knock one back for that matter. Onward to glory. I've got history to make and fans to entertain. This better be a really cool mech, dude. That's all I got to say. For as much as you're out here talking it up.
Area is under a heavy weather warning. It's going to affect
Alright,
visibility
let's
for
see.
you.
What are we bringing out this time around? What are we bringing out this time around? I know we could bring out the king crab. Make it a crab battle. I mean, it's a one crab battle, but it's still a crab battle. Does anybody? Nobody has affinity except the commander. Alright, I guess we'll go in with the commander. Also, speaking of king crabs. Chat, listen. I have an idea. We already have 4 crabs. But now we potentially have 2 king crabs. I feel like we owe it to ourselves to upgrade Crab Squad and make it King Crab Squad. Right? Yeah, it's definitely a big rebuild. This is something that we'll have to come back to at some other time. And I just got done stripping a bunch of equipment out of it. So basically I would just... The reason I bring it up is because it's going to determine whether I essentially sell this thing now or put it in cold storage and come back to it. Speaking of, alright, here's what I gotta clean out cold storage. As we have 42 mechs in cold storage, and we're not using them all, so... I know we just got done rebuilding a bunch of these mechs, but we may need to start looking at getting rid of some of them. I don't know. I'll burn that bridge in a little while, though. For right now, let's get into this mission, shall we? Let's make it hot, chat. It's like a big brother, big sister crab program for crabs. Yeah, kinda.
My contact is set to meet us at the marked sewage plant. That's a crappy place.
Alright, here we go.
To go down, but I need my souped up mech. Then I'll be ready to take Solaris by storm. Or should I say, shitstorm.
I don't like how they're putting these markers like way up in the air. Makes me nervous. Yeah, I agree. I want to know where they fit 42 mechs in cold storage. I agree. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but then Battletech is the sci-fi setting. Got pizza, a cookie, and a severe case of allergies. I mean, 2 of those things are outstanding. 1, maybe not so much. I'll leave it to you to decide, Sierra. Right back at you, buddy. You walked into the wrong goddamn room, my friend. You walked into the wrong goddamn room. This motherfucker comes around the corner and he's like, I'm gonna shoot you. And I was like, I got 4 AC5s that say different. What the hell are you using, Duncan? Jesus. He's got those PPCXs. Come on, get it turned around, you big bitch. Well, here's the thing though. The jump ship is not where we'd be storing the mechs because we don't own the jump ship. Like, that's just... Consider the jump ship like a taxi, right? Like, it just ferries you between systems. So, like, the jump ship is not available for us. So we're definitely not storing the mechs on the jump ship. Maybe cold storage is like some magic Star Trek bullshit where they like dematerialize the mechs and then rebuild them later. I mean, if you're into Lancer, they 3D print their mechs in Lancer. Maybe it's something like that.
Company. And they don't stand a chance against you.
Oh, I know. Uh-huh. Well, you can collect these, buddy. Collect these. Oh, you too, huh? Alright. Ow! Cut that shit out. What? I don't like how the trees block visibility because this is one of my pet peeves in games, is I hate it when... I hate it when in games the AI doesn't have an issue seeing through trees and foliage, but you do. Like, that always drives me insane.
That's the last of them.
Is it though, Mason? I mean, the other thing I love about Lancer is you can play it 100% for free. Like, you don't get a lot of the lore unless you spend money, but if you're just looking to play the game, you can get all of the rules and everything you need to play without spending a dime. And that is how I have gotten people to play Lancer, is like, if you want to play a mech game and it costs you nothing, have I got the game for you? Yeah, and I just like the setting anyway. I think that the Lancer as a setting is pretty cool. It's an interesting take on like a mecha dystopia. but we've talked about Lancer before.
All right, let's keep moving and get our hands on this mech.
Copy that.
So tell me, what's so special about this mech?
Not a clue. But I've got a friend who tells me he's been playing with recovered helm core tech. The cutting edge of mech-ass kickery.
Oh, are we gonna be making another parking lot? Is that what's going on? I see buildings. Whenever I see buildings, my brain starts thinking parking lot. Oh my. Yeah, let's maybe not get blown up by these fuel pipes.
I'd say a solid mixture of both.
So this is your friend, huh?
In a manner of speaking.
You cost the Solaris Arms a lot of sea bills. They paid you to showcase a mech. Instead, you showed how to lose. Miserably. You need to pay up.
I'll have the money once I win the tournament, but I need that mech to do it.
Where is the inevitable ambush?
You want the mech? You've got to fight for it.
There we go. Oh, of course they all fucking spawn behind me. And that was the end of that crap.
Sounds like they'd be right at home laid inside wooden coffins. My boy will happily oblige and put them in their place.
What is this guy doing? He's
Now
just
your friends are
he's just
shooting
standing
at
over
you
here.
now. Guess you're real popular in these parts.
Yeah, this is a much warmer welcome than I'd like. That's the price of being such
Wait,
a
what are you doing? You're just like, you know the fight's over here, right?
But the good thing about me is I always
Oh no, that's not what I meant to do.
hit.
Always stay away from the giant sparking and flaming stuff.
All right, I cleared out the swamp and saved your ass. Again.
Hey, my ass is very grateful.
Painting war minis with the crap paints I got, people wouldn't like the quality. You know, I've said before, but people get way too hung up on like how good their painting is, especially when they first start out in you know, like miniature painting. Like just, and I know it sounds dumb, and it's the advice that you hear all the time, but I constantly say it because it's true. Like if you want to get better at painting minis, paint fucking minis. Like, no amount of watching videos or reading articles or, you know, envisioning how you're gonna do it in your head. Like, nah, fuck all that. Just paint minis. Like, put the brush in your hand and paint shit. And if it looks bad, you know what? Paint thinner is a thing. You can strip it off, you can do it again. I have done that before. Like, when I am painting a mini and I don't like it, I will strip that shit back down to plastic or resin, and I'll do it again if I don't like it. And that's how you get good. Again, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice. Gonna start painting my first mini mechs in a couple of weeks after I move. Well, I wish you luck, Grembler. And again, like, theory is great, but practice trumps theory every time. Every time. The only way you're gonna get good at painting minis is if you paint minis. Alright, let's see. 36 picks. That actually gives us a lot of different stuff to play with. So, I mean, it says the Orion's worth more money, but I feel like the Griffin's gonna be worth more because it has the engine core. So we'll take the Irby as well, and then we get some small pulse lasers. What else do we have? What else do we have? We could take some medium lasers and upgrade them. Take this, take that. There we go. We're kind of just taking assorted salvage at this point. Well, Travis Shirk turned out to be a real piece of work. I mean, I didn't expect a red carpet, but I sure as hell didn't think they'd try to put a cap in us. You know, I'm usually real good at talking my way out of trouble, but this time they just weren't pointing a gun at my head, they were firing at it. So let me fill you in on why I skipped town from Solaris in the first place. See, a while back, Solaris Arms sponsored yours truly to flaunt their fancy mechs, and let me tell you, the pressure was on. But here's the kicker. I had a rough patch of losses, and the fans started whispering that I was throwing matches on purpose. Can you believe it? They thought I was so good at being bad. So I cooked up a plan to sharpen my skills, make a grand comeback, and win back the hearts of Solaris fans while clearing my debts. I was sure that once I got my hands back on my mech, it'd be smooth sailing, but let me tell you, the waters just got a whole lot choppier. That souped up mech we just grabbed, turns out it's rigged with a nasty kill switch. Travis gets the last laugh this time. My trusty old rust bucket is too banged up for a quick fix, leaving me high and dry with nothing to roll into the tournament with but my skin, bones, and sharp tongue. And even I know I can't use my words as ammo out there. So Mason, looks like you're gonna have to brave the arena without old Duncan Fisher by your side. Think you can handle the heat without my flair? I mean, you'll probably make it easier without you constantly getting in my way. It ain't gonna be a walk in the park, but I know you've got the skills. As for me, I'll be waiting for the next tournament to swing around so I can strut my stuff. In the meantime, I'll be in your corner cheering you on and offering up my unbeatable expertise and colorful insights as you blast your way to championship glory. The only legit reason anyone would ever give you shit over a paint job is if you painted like 500 coats of paint on it and there's less plastic than there is paint. I mean, I think everybody gets to that point eventually. I don't know if I told you guys before, but when I very first started painting minis way, way back in ye olden times, I was painting some Warhammer minis. And I didn't know a whole lot about painting minis at the time. And I was using Testors enamel paints. Like, I was using regular primer for the plastic models, but then I was using Testors enamel paints. And those models came out like shit. And I had those models for, shit, I don't know, almost 20 years. And eventually, I got around to stripping all that off. And I actually managed to salvage those minis. And I know I mentioned this before because I said I was going to show you guys one day. I may post in the Discord. I'll probably forget. But somebody, and actually, you know what, Sierra, since you are here, ping me on the Discord. And I will post in the minis thing or in the games room. I will try to get some pictures of the minis that I repainted. Like, I have some pictures of the before and the after of what those minis look like. So ping me on the Discord, Sierra, and I will share some of those photos with you guys at some point. I don't know if it'll be tonight, but I'll pull out those minis and show you guys the photos. Because it's a rags to riches story. It really is. Like, it's... You see a lot of, like, mini painters and stuff like that will do their, hey, you know, here's the very first mini I ever painted, and then here's me going back and redoing it. Like, I'll do that. I'll do that. So you guys can see. And it'll give you an idea of, like, how much your painting skills can improve. Want to go ahead and send it now? Yeah, just go ahead and send it now. Because I'm not going to look at Discord until after the stream anyway. And so when I go and look at Discord, I'll see the notification from you, and then that'll remind me. So it sounds like Duncan has gotten himself in trouble. But that's okay, because, again, with him not being in the way and blocking me every time I'm trying to maneuver for a change, it'll actually be good, I think. It'll be helpful to have him out of the way. My probe into the underbelly of Solaris City has been riddled with difficulty. The shadows harbor unforeseen dangers at every turn. Mafia and Yakuza agents lurk everywhere. The last thing we need is one of these groups catching wind of your presence and becoming involved. Thankfully, I've built a career on dodging trouble and keeping things under control. No small feat in this cesspool. If I fail, the party that hired me to help foil this plot will ensure my days are numbered. That level of heat will be too much even for me, so for both our sakes, maintain your reputation. I mean, you're talking a big game about all this, like, espionage and shit, but I think you're just talking yourself up. The latest intelligence reveals that the Inglorious Outcasts are plotting to unleash their assassin during their grand finale, precisely when the Solaris Council will be gathered in a viewing box within Steiner Stadium. Cunningly, they've infiltrated the arena's ranks with covert agents poised to compromise the protective ballistic shielding protecting the spectators and the Solaris Council. Once the shield is compromised, the assassin will have a clear shot at their target. It's imperative that you overcome these obstacles, emerge victorious, and thwart the Outcast plan. If one of the teams takes you down, nothing will stand in the way of the Outcast plan. The fate of the Solaris and the lives of the Council hang in the balance. The pressure is on, Commander, but you're no stranger to adversity. Keep living up to your reputation and get the job done. You know I will, Mr. Wayne. Mr. Wayne. And Ven rolling into the chat on a Saturday. Good to see you, Ven. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. Elijah says, espionage is not our usual MO. Yeah, exactly. I am a walking OSHA violation. Stealth is not a thing that I do. Also, they're giving us the ability to bring in all the mechs. And they're giving us a 400-ton limit. Well, you know what that means, Chet. I think you know what that means. We got some atlases that need to earn their colors. And we can bring out Erst as well. So we'll put Ersts in the Marauder 2, and we're actually hitting the full limit here. So let's see. I don't think anybody's going to have affinity with an Atlas. So let's put in Sage Raven. And who else have we not put in today? You know what? Ansi hasn't gotten any screen time today, so we're going to do that. Let me go ahead and we will do the repairs on the crab. Mission starts in 6 days. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be good, chat. This is going to be good. Let's make it hot. I said, make it hot, Mechwarrior. Yeah, thick with 3 C's. Thick with 3 C's.
Commander. It's imperative you make it to the final match. The Inglorious Outcast assassin is set to appear during the finale when the Solaris Council is seated in their viewing box and the protective ballistic glass has been compromised. I've gotten word the agents working for the Outcasts are attempting to sabotage the glass as we speak.
We know why you're here, Mason. Or you'll end up on the wrong end of a violent blood match.
Uh-huh.
That's an offer you should refuse. I know it'll be tough, but do you think you can make it without me, Mason?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Here we go. Another tournament in Steiner Stadium ringing in the new year.
Oh my.
The opening match of the FedCom Unification Tournament. This tournament is brought to you by all the corrupt match fixers of the great houses that have infected Solaris. The worst kept secret.
Genius Terry here is insulting the sanctity of the games. And the great house.
Oh my. This is some serious fucking business right here. They are pulling out all the stops.
Free for all. But it doesn't matter. It's all predetermined anyway.
Alright, let's see if we can get the high ground, because I don't like people shooting down on me.
Teams are dropping like flies. Looks like this newbie Jake Mason has a spark.
I don't know why, but the fact that this dude sounds so unenthusiastic is actually kind of hilarious to me.
Yeah, heard that over the years. I'm starting to feel a little personal.
Guys, don't... You're literally getting shot in the back and letting it happen. Shoot back, for fuck's sake. Oh, you survived that. What the fuck?
Sounds like he's really choking on his words a teams that are looking to make Ash Angels out of his mech.
Wait a minute.
The commentary isn't helping.
Did he just choke this man's out?
Entertained?
Not the word I use.
All you did was make yourself an even bigger target.
Yeah, I got a knack for it.
Top shelf performance, Mason. You've
Did
proven
he
you're a great
really
player
just choke
and
this man's
sidekick.
out? Like what the
Finally
fuck?
at the high point of my career.
And now there's an empty seat in the commentator's booth. And you know what? It's calling my name.
I feel like we went in with a little more tonnage than we needed. Elijah, I don't know about that. We used a rapid fire AC-20 and my assessment was that they're not very good because they don't do as much damage per shot. They suffer from that dumb video game thing where the faster a weapon fires, the less damage it does for some stupid reason. And so, like, just doing the math, it means that you're only getting about half as much damage per bin of ammo as you would if you were using a regular AC-20 or a burst fire. Now, we have turned up autocannon damage, but in general, the rapid fires were very underwhelming for me. Man, we have got all this. Look at this. We got double heatsink kits. I'm gonna take those. We got PPC X's. I'm gonna take those. I'm gonna take this large short burst, this ER large laser. Man, it is a day of days. Give me the double heat sinks too, fuck it. And then I guess we'll take some Orion salvage. Just to fill out the picks. Nice. Nice. How did your mod compensation work? The king crab basically melted everything it looked at. Yeah, so actually, so the king crab, I'm using 4 rapid fire AC5s. The rapid fire AC20s probably are okay, but I'm sorry, we're using the burst fire AC5s, not the rapid fires. And they're giving us a cataphract. I think we'll probably just strip this and sell it, or maybe not even strip it, maybe just sell it. Cataphracts are cursed, chat. They are cursed. Or at least they have been in the campaign so far.